right, so I just had my morning smoothie, and Bible study this morning was Philippians. I read the entire book, and I'm gonna like give you like I still want you to read it, but I'm gonna let you know like what I learned so you can better understand it. Hopefully, it said that it's one of the most joyful books in the Bible. Now, Paul is writing this while he's in prison, and so it kicks off with some heat in 112 where he says, "What has happened to me has actually served to advance the gospel." So how this kind of relates to life is like, if we think about it, what's actually happening to us is not happening to us to keep us down, but it's happening to us to produce something. And then in 121, he says, "For me to live is Christ and to die is gain." And so what he's saying is that either way, whether he's living or he's dying, it leads to Christ. So it's like, he's like, this is a win-win. And that's how we got to look at it. Like, this is a win-win, because if I'm in this situation, I'm in this wilderness, at the end of the day, I'm going to come out way better. I'm learning, and I'm going to come out 10x, 100x of what I was when it first started. So when we remove this fear that we're losing something, nothing can control us, like nothing at all. And so when you, and just skipping forward, like, and I want you to read the whole thing, but skipping forward, he talks about joy in 4. So it's like joy is not a reaction. Joy is a decision. Like, we have to decide to be happy. And so in 4:8, he's saying, think about what is true, noble, and right. And so prison is not controlling his thoughts. So if your thoughts are out of control, your peace will be out of control. Everything around you will seem like chaos. And then when you look at 4:11 and 4:12, he talks about being content. And it's like, one of the verses that people always like quote is like, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Or the NIV version says, "I can do all things, all this through him who gives me strength," right? Y'all, if I had that piece of blueberry on my lip this whole time, I promise it ain't nothing crazy. I literally just got done with this blueberry smoothie. All right, but anyway, so the real message that I pull from it is that it's not about God making life easy. It's that we can have joy regardless of what life is throwing at us. And last night was rough for me, like rough, like dealing with grief, just rough for me. And woke up this morning and that was the verse, like this, like Philippians was like the Bible verse for the day. And when I read the entire book, what I felt in here, man, love and appreciate y'all for the support, man. And go out there and read Philippians, man. It's, man, it did, poof.